Alright, so I'm on hole number 1 of the Easter Open tournament. It is Wednesday's qualifying round. I had the best of intentions yesterday. I got caught up. I came home last night, sat down, told my wife I was going to play a couple of rounds to get some more practice in on Tuesday, and I woke up this morning. So, needless to say, I did not get any practice in yesterday, which was not what I was looking for. So, now I have to qualify today. Got a couple rounds less practice, that's okay. But we are on hole number 1. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and look at hole number 1. Alright. I like to do the QB shot from here. If you've got lesser developed clubs, you're going to do the rough bump off of this first cut of the rough right here. And it'll take an extra mile, and you'll have to bring out probably a pretty big ball. Not necessarily the biggest ball in the bag, but you're going to have to bring out probably a Titan, something, or not, maybe a Katana, just whatever it takes to get here. You don't want to have to get to this point with overpower. You want to just be at that point, but you're looking to land in this first cut of the rough. And it'll take all the left-hand side spin that you can put on it and a little bit of topspin to dribble out. And it won't take a lot of topspin to dribble out here. If I can remember correctly from taking this shot in the past, it only takes 1 or 2 topspin to get it to come out. And even if you end up out here and have a short chip, you're in good shape. And what you don't want to do is put on so much topspin that you blow past and end up out here, or you end up not adjusting for the wind right and end up in the second cut and it ends up stopping right here. I prefer the shot from over here with the QB. It's a lot more consistent. But you have to bring a big ball in order to get your QB up into that hole. So I'm going to bring a QB and a Kingmaker, because we are right at max club. And this QB here is level 9, and it has just enough. I'm going as far up into this hole as I can possibly get, but you don't have to go that far up into this hole. If you shoot this shot on this side with an extra mile, you're looking at 2-3 backspin. The more backspin you can put on there, the better, but it doesn't take a very, you don't have to have a highly developed extra mile in order to get 3 backspin. Okay, so I've got my orange ring slightly lapped. And I want my white ring right there on the edge where that's the fairway and the sand. And my orange ring to be slightly overlapped on that rough. I'm going to put a little bit of curl on it. Hit it great on the outside, which took away most of the curl that I put on it. And that's how that worked. That was not exactly the result I was looking for, but that is exactly the result I'm looking for. Anything that you can get where you're up there and you've got a serious shot at eagle here, either a putt or a short little fringe chip like that, that's good enough. You don't have to get a hole-in-one here. Now our opponent's going for that same hole with an extra mile. I would come back, if it was me, I would come back and to the right just a little bit so that I wouldn't have to, they're right on that line. So the deal is that is a perfect shot on the rough or is a perfect shot on the fairway right there. And if they hit it great to the left, they're in the rough. So they hit it perfect. So let's see how close. That's good. That's good. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't take a hole, you don't have to have. They put a lot of backspin on that, but it really only takes about 3 backspin. Okay, we need to hit this perfect. Hitting it perfect. And no. Eagle. You're not having to go to work, are you? Those people wanting you to go in, you worked yesterday.
Love you.
Love you too, baby.
Oh. take Mom to the church.
You can call me. I'll go do it.
No, she wants me.
I'm a big boy. I can help her. I can help her. I love you too, babe. All right, our opponent got eagle as well. That's two different ways to get it. The whole goal here is that, you know, you just need to get it over there into that spot. Limp it on. Limp it in. But that hole right there is an absolute must eagle hole. You almost have to treat that hole as one of the par threes. You absolutely have to get a birdie on par threes. And that hole right there, you absolutely have to get an eagle. If you don't get an eagle on that hole, I mean, it's not gonna, you know, it's not like it's the end of the world. But the deal is that if you're trying in the opening and the weekend rounds, if you're trying to get into the top 20, top 15, I can guarantee you that everybody in the top 15, top 10, and especially the people that are in the top 5, they hit an eagle on that hole every single time they get to it. So if you're not getting an eagle on that hole, then you're going to be outside of that group. If you're trying to get into the top 20, that's a hole that you really need to get an eagle on every time so that you can keep up with the Joneses. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Easter Open tournament in Wednesday's qualifying round. Thanks for watching.